Sorry about that. I hit it. Good morning. I'm ready for some fun. Are you? I'm going to see if I, excuse me, show up on my feed. It takes it a few minutes, so I always have to wait a few minutes. How is everybody doing today? I hope you're having a good day. It is a beautiful day here for us. All right. Okay, got that. And let me do this one. And now I can see comments. Gorgeous day. I just took Ezzy for a walk. Hey, Janice. It's like almost 60 out, sunny, gorgeous day. So great weekend. Supposed to be warm tomorrow, but I think rain's coming in either tomorrow or Monday, one of the two. And then we'll get back to our normal 50-degree temperature, which I can deal with. So I had so much fun yesterday. I decided to move away from stamping for a while. I've been struggling. I am using other companies' stuff, but not today, and just playing and having fun. But I don't have a Valentine table runner, so I spent yesterday putting my table runner top together, and I was so excited about it. So after my live today, I'm going to go to Hobby Lobby. I have to get some fusible batting and a backing for my quilt, and I found the cutest, adorable bunny. It's like a square, like you could use it for a wall hanging. I'm going to put it on my table, but they're so cute and so easy. I found all these ones with curved edges. I'm not there yet. No. So I found some cute ones with some squares and half square triangles that I'm going to do. And it's so cute. It's got button eyes, and it looks like the whiskers are stitched on like a quilting stitch. No, it's embroidery stitch. What's it called? I don't know, but it's a run, and you come up with one and you go back and you just keep going back and forth on it. So that would make some cute whiskers on it. So while I'm there at Hobby Lobby, I'm going to look for fabric for that one. And then I found an adorable, easy tulip pattern. So I'm all about the easy. I love the fun, easy stuff that I can finish quickly. I do get my quilt top back on Tuesday, so I'm curious. I won't be here next Saturday. I will be on my way to South Carolina for a week, so I won't be here. Good morning, Sharon. How are you? So when I come back, hey, Kim, I will share my quilt top. That one's going to be, I don't know how much fabric I have left. I had an idea for around the edge, but it's going to depend on what it looks like. I may have to modify it. I wanted lots of white space, so we'll see what happens. I stated that in my little journal, and my row it's 36 inches long, and there was 2 butterfly blocks. That's it. The rest was white. So I'm curious to see what I get. Everybody that's seen it says it's so cute. So I hope so. The one I'm working on right now, oh my gosh, this is for a lady in her sewing room. I had to do the row, and she had her row that she started was applique sewing machines. Oh my gosh. And so she'd included a book with all these patterns, sewing notion type things, patterns. There was a row with spools and a row with stacked fabric. There were some other things. And a row with irons. I looked, about the only one in there that I would even go with scissors, way beyond me. So I said, no. So I copied the top row. A friend did, and she's above me, but not where they are. She did just pinwheels. So I mimicked her row at the bottom, and she even gave me her charm pack she used. And I just chose the same colors, but different pattern from it. So it'll be interesting to see. But I thought today we would play with embossing folders. I run across a couple of ideas from other companies, naturally, using 3D embossing folders. And so I thought I would pull out the Layering Florals one, which is absolutely gorgeous, and show you two ideas with it. I don't know if you can see that. No, you see it better that way. Gorgeous, deep impressions with this. I did find out, and I'm going to get ready and start to switch this, but I'll keep talking and let you know. You close your eyes if you get dizzy, because I'm doing some switching now. I did find out that several people commented to, okay, all right, there we go. I had to stop. All right, good. Oh, now my thing is saying it's ended. If you have a deep embossing folder, what you want to do is mist your paper so then it doesn't crack. I never have had a lot of issues with that. I'm playing with the setup to see if I can't get it a little better. So, if you find yours are cracking, then take and mist the back of your paper just lightly, not a lot, to just kind of loosen those fibers. So here's the embossing folder we're going to do. And I thought I would show you two ideas because this makes a gorgeous background, absolutely gorgeous. But, maybe you want to try something different. So when you have an embossing folder, you have a side that's raised and a side that's basically flat. It's indented, but the majority of it is flat. We're going to start with the flat side. And what I'm going to do is I want to see where I want, all right, I think I want it over just slightly, right about there, because that's going to tell me where I'm going to ink it up. And I'm going to ink up the flat side first. Now, when you do this, yeah, thanks, Kim. I just found out it's my computer. I don't know why that it does it. Now, when you do this, you need to use a light hand, because if not, and I'm doing the wrong side. Okay, we're going to switch. We're going to do the raised side first. All right, so I'm going to do a raised side and a flat side. So just kind of drag your ink pad across. Now, this will probably be light because I think my pad needs to be re-inked, and I just haven't done it. I'm going to flip it around and use this end. That might help. All right. All right. I'm going to set that up there. Now I'm going to put this in here. All right. And my line, to make sure it's straight, is down here. So I'm following that. And I'm going to close it like so. All right. And I'm going to run this through my embossing machine. A Big Shot. All right. So let me do that. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to very carefully open this, because if I don't move the paper and it's not dark enough, which is sticking, oh, it's debossed. Not what I thought I was doing. Okay. I'm not going to chance trying to do this again. If you can get it, my suggestion would be to put repositionable tape on the back when you put this in, and then it'll stick and you can redo it. I'm not going to redo that. Now, what you need to do is you need to clean your embossing folder the minute you finish with it, because certain inks will stain it. It doesn't affect it, but for my next thing, I don't want ink on there, and I'm just going to kind of see if I have ink in spots, which I do, and get it off. And I'll check it out before I do the other side. So there it is, and it's debossed, and I think, no, I'm going to do it that way, and I'll put my ribbon there. So since I use navy, I'm going to put this on a navy piece because I have some of that that gorgeous glitter ribbon. Kim, I'm actually going to ink both sides so you can see the difference. So I thought I was doing it the other way with this one, but obviously I didn't. So I'm just going to do this one first and re-ink the other. And I need to get my tape, my double-sided tape. This is, now you can just emboss it and run your embossing folder over this, the embossed raised side. I wanted, I don't know about you, but I have trouble doing that. I have a heavy hand, and I end up with ink where I don't want it, like in the background. So this is a way to do it, but it's a way to use the other side of your embossing folder so that you get some debossing. Can move that out of the way, and we'll get this, ooh. All right, this is the way I'm doing it. See, if you look at mine, I really don't have any on the background, and I kind of like that. Now, what you can do, if you do it with watercolor paper, you can do it with regular heavy cardstock. This is not, so it will take and bleed. And let me see, I'm going to grab, but you can use a watercolor brush. Let's see, to bleed it some. I'm going to use my Wink of Stella, which will also do it, and just highlight the one. All right, but you can usually get it to bleed because our ink is water reactive, and usually my blue will do it also. But this one isn't. Maybe I waited too long, or maybe it's too light. So I'm just going to do the one. All right. Now I'm going to add this glitter ribbon, which carried over. Very pretty ribbon. Gorgeous. All right. And I'm going to put it up top. So I'm going to take this piece and fold it back. This piece and fold it back. All right, stuck to me. Well, dang it did it again. There. And then I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to add it across the top. And I chose to do it this way because the main focal image, if I put my ribbon down here, the main focal image was upside down. So I decided to do it this way with these two being upside down and then put my ribbon across it so you don't really notice it much. All right, so I'm going to do that and that. I eyeball getting my ribbon straight. If you're particular, then use your grid mat. All right, now I always sandwich my ribbon between two pieces of, can't think. I'm going to take that one off. I'm going to leave the other one on there because I'm going to show you how to do this if you struggle with getting it straight. I don't know what I was saying. Oh, sandwich my ribbon between two pieces of double-sided tape so then it doesn't release on you. I've had that happen, and it's not a pretty sight when somebody opens it. Okay, so this goes on. All right, now I'm going to make sure my tabs, nope, not that one. My tabs are out, And I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to press down on the sides that are still have the tape on it. And when I get it lined up where I want it, I'm going to press down on the corners where the tape has been pulled back. And I didn't get this side. So I'm just going to pull it out and take off the back. All right. Dang it. There we go. All right. So then my ribbon, and it's even. So keep that in mind to fold the tabs back. Now I'm going to make a bow only because this is such a pretty elegant card. It needs a bow. So I'm going to do a bow. And if I was particular, I would take and flip the ribbons so that the glitter side was out on the tails. But I'm not too worried about it. All right, now that one's too big. All right, there we go. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to cut my tails. All right. And I have my bow. And somewhere over here are my glue dots, which are here. All right, I'm going to pull this off. And then I always interview my bow to see which side looks better. And I like the looks of this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold this tail down and add a glue dot there. Then I'm going to hold this side down and add a glue dot there. And it's stuck to my finger. There. And then I'm going to put it on like so. And there's one way to use your embossing folder that's different. I got glitter falling off of my bow everywhere. That's, a different way to use it. Now I'm going to take my embossing folder and show you another way. And I need to make certain, it's not going to matter because that side's going to be the back. All right, so I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to take my ink pad, and I will tell you it's better if you use the side that's closest to the edge. See how you've got a lot of space? So let's see. I'm going to use this side right here. And now I'm going to ink it up. And again, I'm not pressing hard. And I am going to rotate. This time, if I don't get any on there, it's kind of dragging, probably because it's, this is the flat side that I'm inking up. At least I think. Oh, poo. See, I've done that. I've caught that. So what I'm going to take and do, I'm going to take I got to hold it. All right. The problem is this is going to be colored, and I don't want it colored. I think I got it all. It's hard to tell because of the Stampin' Up! Logo behind it. All right, let's do this again. Since I've done it, you do have a little bit of time because this is plastic. All right, let's see. Let me get another piece of paper. All right. And I'm just going to close it part way to see if I have it the way I want it. I'm going to go with that. And now I'm going to emboss it again. This time, the background should be inked up and the flowers should be white. Oh, thanks, Sharon. If I've done it correctly. You can do this with any embossing folder. It doesn't, well, see, I didn't have enough on there. So I need to go back, add some more, and see. Let me try this. Hopefully I'm not going to mess it up. I'm getting more ink on the background with pressing versus sliding. Oh, I need some there. So you might find it better to press rather than slide. All right, let's try this again. I think I have some spots that won't be as dark, but that's okay because it will have a batik look. And I'm going to run it back through again just to give it some more. I'm going to mess up my folder because I didn't put it in straight. All right, just to have some more. Not bad, not bad. It's still not where I want it. Can I get it to lock back in? Ooh, I did. I'm going to try something. I'm going to try pressing with my finger and see if I can get that down more. A little bit, not a whole lot. I think my pad's not juicy enough. It's not putting down enough ink, and that's the issue. But it does give you a different look. What's supposed to happen is all of this back here is supposed to be navy like this. And it didn't work. Let's see what happens if I use my Wink of Stella, if I can move it around a little on the background. And sometimes you have to add a shim. It's not gonna move. Now this is an older, let's try this. This is an older, yeah, see, I'm not getting much ink on there. I need to re-ink this. This is an older Wink of Stella. It's almost empty, so I'm just going to add my own ink and go in and color it. So there's always a way to fix it. So I'm going to color this all around. It might take me a while, but we'll get there. But that way you can see the idea. It gives you, I mean, it's a beautiful folder. I love it. I don't want to, you know, if you think this is going to happen, use watercolor paper because then this will bleed easier. And you can, it'll take the water. This one, this white does not take water very well. I may need to add some more navy ink. Okay. But, you know, I like showing you different ways you can use your supplies because in this day and age, we've got to maximize our money. This is one way to do it. I'm just going to go back in and make it a little darker. I'm not worried about how even it is. All right, I've got to go over here now. Go in here. And I'm going to need some more navy ink. And I will finish this one off the same way I did the other one. I just think this is such a great way to give your embossing folder a different look. And I'm running out of ink on my block. So I'm going to have to tap some more on there. Okay. Some places where you have the ink, it's okay. All you have to do is just kind of blend it in a little. All right, let me get some more ink. I'll do this end. All right. Okay, I was over here. So what's everybody up to this weekend? I hope you have some fun plans. I hope you have good weather where you are. There's another snowstorm going across the country. So hopefully it doesn't get you. All right, there's that. I'm going to do up here. You have to make sure even if the ink is there, you need to kind of use your Wink of Stella. I wanted to call this a blender pen, but it's not. That's another one you could use as a blender pen, but this one just gives it some sparkle, which is nice. You know what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sewing. I want to finish my Valentine table runner. And possibly cut for my Easter one. So at the end of the month, I can switch out and put up my Easter. I can't believe Easter's so early this year. Kind of catches everybody off guard. All right, I'm going to grab another block because this has Wink of Stella on it, and I don't want to mix it in. I'm going to grab a bigger block. I don't want to mix it in with my ink pad. Oh, that was good. Put down a lot of ink. I would have used a re-inker, but since this is not wet, I don't think it would have blended as well. So I just stuck with this. And I'll go down in here. Now there are lines going across it. That's creases from my embossing. So if, like right there, that's a crease in the paper. So you can get them, but like I said, you know, we're kind of hiding them. All right. Don't you just love sitting here watching me do this? If I had known it was going to do this, I would have done one ahead of time and colored it. So then I would have started coloring it so you could see what it looks like. And then I could have pulled out the finished one and done the card. Okay, I've got to go here and around here. I'm getting there though. And I don't know if this, I'll have to see if I can get the ink out of this brush. I don't know if I'll be able to, but if not, that's okay. Now, don't miss the sides over here. There's some there. All right. This is a great one if you like the Wink of Stella to do while you're watching TV. All right, I'm gonna squeeze my, ooh, I got lots that time. Let's see what I get. I thought this one was empty. Yeah, I just need to make sure that it's got the dark navy and not just the Wink of Stella, very, very light. And what I might do is when I'm all finished, go back over some of this at the top to make it just a little more sparkly. Okay, so here's the idea, and we're almost done. I'm gonna have to put this brush back in with my regular, because look at all that. There was still a lot in there. Okay, this little bit left. Go down here where there's some color. Ooh, that's a leaf. Don't want to do that. But this isn't anything. All right. Oh, almost done. Where is that spot? There it is. Okay, now I'm going to go back up here. And just add some more sparkle in this up here, so it's just as sparkly as the rest. All right, I'm gonna hold that up. So that's what it looks like, and we'll finish the card. Oh, wow. I don't blame you, Sharon. I would go too. Now, I've got to find a scrap paper because I need to clean this. Okay, there. See, it had a little bit of blue, but now it's all, and there's still quite a bit left in there. I'm going to put that back on my shelf so then I have it. All right, now I'm going to kind of wave this. Give it a few seconds to dry. And I'm going to do the card the same way I did the other one, so you can see the difference in them. I might, you know what? Let me try going, no, that's pretty sparkly. I'm going to leave that one. I was thinking go over it again. All right, I need my double-sided tape. All right. Good thing I squeezed that on the block and not on the card. So All right, here we go. I'm trying to hurry. Ezzy's been at the bottom of the steps. She's got this new game. She wants to play chase. And when I'm trying to go or to take her outside, I pick her up and bring her up here, she just runs. And I won't play that game. So I left her downstairs. All right, now I've got to decide which way do I want this. I think I want it this way because these two are facing up. All right, let me cut my ribbon again. The other day, she was downstairs and I was up here. All right, I'm going to take this one off and pull it back. This one off and pull it back. And she, I heard this noise and she was crying. I couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, when I went downstairs, she's sitting on the second step at the bottom of the stairs. So I expect her to be climbing the stairs soon. This dog keeps me on my toes. Oh, yeah, Sharon, like I say, I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Oops. It's always best when somebody makes the mistakes and you can learn from them. All right, so this goes here. This goes here. Now, I'm going to pull this one off, but push this down. Yep, she's on the steps. All right. I got to take this back off. Oh, she's up here. I turned around and there she is. I'll get her in a minute. I'm telling you, she is a pistol. If she wants something, she's going to get it. All right. I didn't hear her coming up the steps, so that's why I didn't think she was coming up. Yes, she is. Let me get her. No, Ezzy. Yes, you know you need to be in your cage. There. She went straight to her crate when I tried to pick her up. She goes, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be out of here. Okay. So now you want to make sure your tabs are folded back and sticking out. And remember, take the side that doesn't have the tape exposed. Get it lined up. Put it in place. This one has to go over some. Come on. I want it down some. All right, you're just going to have to wait. And then press down where you've pulled the tabs out and pull them off. And this time I remembered to pull off the other tab. So now you have your card down on your panel on your back, on your card front. Man, I can't talk. I'm just so shocked she came all the way up the steps. But she's, like I said, she's determined. I bought her a food puzzle to just kind of keep her mind, stimulate her mind, and it comes in different levels, which is what I wanted because she catches on to things so quick. I had a snuffle mat. Well, that's nothing. She knows exactly where everything is, and she just goes and gets it, and then she's done with it in 2 minutes. So I bought this food puzzle, and it's got 3 levels. Well, I think the first level was a little too hard. All right, this side's better. So I'm going to try it again with a easier level and see. All right, and I have a little bit longer tail on this one. All right, so there's the second card. All right, and you can see the difference. This is a little light down there, but that's okay. You can let me know which one is your favorite. And I'm going to move this, I'm going to rinse this off and move these so that it doesn't stain. Okay. There you go. So the second one is your favorite? Barb? Yeah. How about the rest of you? Which one is your favorite? The first or the second? They're both really sparkly. I don't know if you can see it. If I hold it just right, you can. Yeah. The only thing sparkly on it is this one. Let's see if you can see. I've got to back up some. Let me see if I do it slow, if you can see it. You can kind of see it a little bit there. Yeah, this one is much, much bolder and much more sparkly. Oh, I just did see. There, now you can kind of see it. Let me back it up some. I got to get the right angle again. Well, poo. It's hard to take pictures. Ooh, there. Hard to take pictures. You can see it at the top of sparkle. It doesn't photograph well for some reason. But there's 2 ideas with your embossing folder. And I'm going to get ready. Oh, thanks for the hearts and the thumbs up. I'm going to get ready and flip this up, and I'll get the little girl because she's over there crying. And so close your eyes, and I'll let you know when we're done. Okay, my phone is yelling at me. Okay, you can now, and let me go get Ezzy. Come here. Okay. I think she scared herself when she came up the steps. So now I've got to watch her. She'll be going up and down the steps. Oh, Lord, this dog. She is a trip. Yes, she's a trip. And there she goes, laying her head on my shoulder. I was sitting in the chair the other night eating dessert, and she doesn't get people food. She wanted to be on my shoulder, and she was down looking at me like, please give me some, please give me some. Nope, nope, nope. She gets dog food, and that's it. Her treats are her kibble. So I'm still feeding her 3 times a day, and it's like, ooh, I wonder how much she weighs. I don't want her to be too heavy. Oh, yes, she does love me. She follows me everywhere. So, well, guys, I'm going to get ready and go because I want to head out to Hobby Lobby, get my stuff so I can get back. If I get it finished, I will post a picture of the completed one that's just sewn together. It doesn't have the backing on it or anything. I will do that so that you can see what it looks like. And when I get it all finished, I'll show it to you. It won't be changed much. It'll just be finished off the edges because right now the edges are rough. So I hope you guys have a great weekend. I will be here Monday night, or I won't be here Monday night. I'll be in the group Monday night and YouTube Live on Wednesday. I'm not here next Saturday. I'm in South Carolina. I won't be here at all the next week until that Saturday. I will do the Saturday because the following Saturday I have a friend coming in, so I won't be doing a live then either. So lots of craziness going on right now, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. And oh, you're quite welcome, Kim, and that you take some time and do something fun this weekend.